I may now request the esteemed Dean, Faculty of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry, Professor Mohammed Tufail Bande, for a formal welcome address.
Good afternoon, everybody. In the name of Allah, the most beneficial and merciful. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, distinguished guests, and cherished pet lovers. It is with immense pleasure and pride that I extend to you all a warm welcome to the Faculty of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry, SKUAST, Kashmir, SHUHAMA, in this beautiful campus, for the much-awaited Canine Conference on Insights and Latest Developments in Companion Animal Practices and Healthcare Management. As the Dean of Faculty of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry, it is truly an honor to host such a significant gathering of experts and enthusiasts in the field of companion animal care management. Also, to begin by acknowledging the esteemed distinguished guests who have given us this occasion. I welcome our chief guest, Professor Inderjeet Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Garhwal, Ludhiana, who has an immense contribution in the field of veterinary sciences and has also served as Director of Animal Husbandry, Punjab, for over 1.5 years. He has a vast and dedicated experience of over 3 decades in the field of veterinary sciences and animal husbandry sector. He is popularly known as the Murrah Man for his research and expertise in the breeding and management of Murrah buffalo, which is widely reared by the farmers in the Punjab and Haryana. We are deeply honored by your presence, sir, and we eagerly anticipate the wisdom and insights you will share with us today. I am deeply honored to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nazir Ahmad Canine. His leadership and dedication has been an instrument in guiding our university towards excellence in education, research, and innovation. Sir, your dynamic leadership has made it possible to host numerous such gatherings in this premier institute previously as well. Your presence here today underscores the university's commitment to advancing the field of veterinary sciences and animal health, and we really look for your insights on the event today. It is also my privilege to extend a warm welcome to an eminent veterinary pathologist and a former Vice Chancellor of Kanavasu, Professor C. Balachandran. Sir, your role has been instrumental in obtaining the accreditation from the Indian Council of Agriculture Research for the Madras Veterinary College. Your dedication to the advanced veterinary practices and health care management is commendable, and we are honored to have you with us today. I am also thankful to our esteemed Director Extension and Director Education, Professor Dilmaz Makhdoumi, who also puts his untiring efforts to make the university events successful. Professor Makhdoumi is a great surgeon. Besides that, his role in the university to decipher the knowledge to the farmers and general masses remains unparalleled. Your presence over here shows your commitment towards advancing the field of companion animal practice and healthcare management, and we are truly grateful for your support. I am particularly delighted to extend a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed President, Indian Society for Advancement of Canine Practice ISACP, Professor S. Pradhan. Your leadership and dedication in the field of companion animal care has been truly inspiring, and we are grateful for your tireless efforts and your particular interest towards our institute for hosting this conference. Your presence here today is a testament to your commitment to the advancement of in the field of companion animal practice and healthcare management. We are truly grateful for your support. I am also thankful to my professor and veterinary clinical complex, Dr. Amatul Mukhi, who was very much instrumental for this conference, who served as a big backbone for the conference. As the organizing secretary, you have played a pivotal role in the orchestrating this conference, bringing together experts, professionals, and enthusiasts in the field of companion animal care. Your dedication and attention to the detail has ensured that this event provides a platform for the meaningful exchange and exploration of the latest advancement in the companion animal practice and healthcare management. Apart from the dignitaries on the dais, I also offer full-hearted welcome to the dignitaries of the dais, subject matter experts, participants who have come from different parts of the country. Our bond with the canines is an ancient as civilization itself. From being our loyal companions to assisting in various capacities, dogs have carved a special place in our hearts and homes. This conference serves as a testament to our dedication to ensure their well-being and fostering the advancement in the healthcare of their system. Throughout the duration of this conference, we will be privileged to hear from a stellar lineup of the speakers who are at the forefront of the research, innovation, and practices in the field of veterinary sciences. Their insights and expertise will undoubtedly enlighten us and ensure us to elevate the standards of care for our beloved companions. Moreover, this gathering provides a valuable platform for networking and collaboration among the professionals, researchers, educators, and educators, and address the evolving needs of our companion animals in an ever-changing world. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the sponsors, organizers, coordinators, and participants who have contributed to making this conference a reality. Your support and dedication are instruments in advancing the cause of companion animal welfare. I am also thankful to press and media for making it possible for this inauguration.
SKUAST Kashmir to felicitate Dr. Inderjeet Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Guru Angad Dev Veterinary and Animal Sciences University with a memento and a bouquet. I now request Director Extension and Education, SKUAST Kashmir, to present a bouquet and a memento to our Honorable Vice Chancellor. I again request our Director Extension to compliment Professor Setu Pandian Prathaban, President, Indian Society for Advancement of Canine Practice. I now request Dean, Faculty of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry, to present a bouquet and a memento to our esteemed Director Extension and Education. I now call upon stage Professor Amatul Muni, the Organizing Secretary, ISACP 2024, to honor our worthy Dean with a memento and a bouquet. Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Sciences University. Ma'am, may I again request you to felicitate Dr. S.K. Sudan, Vice President ISACP, on behalf of Dr. A.K. Srivastava, Secretary General ISACP. Thank you, ma'am. I humbly request our worthy Dean to kindly felicitate the organizing secretary of the event, Professor Amatul Noori. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Sethupandian Prathaban with a warm round of applause as the illustrious leader of the organization shares his valuable insights with us.
Respected Vice Chancellor, SKUAST-K, Professor Nasir Ghaniji, our Chief Guest, Vice Chancellor Garuwazu, Dr. Indrajit Singh Ji, Professor Dil Mohammad Makhzumi Ji, Professor M.T. Baldeji, Dean, Organizing Secretary Dr. Mohi, our senior members, Dr. Anil Ahuja, our former Vice Chancellor Dr. Balchandra, Professor Ranganath, Dr. Shiv Shankar, Dr. Chandran Lod, Dr. Talwal, our many senior faculties of Dr. Mahi, ISDM, delegates and students. So I am very happy to be here in SKUAST, the veterinary college in the northernmost part of India. And I was a former dean of the college in the southernmost part of India, the Tinalveli Veterinary College, near Kanyakumari. So I am very happy to be here, and I am hospitable. Thank you very much. Thankful to the arrangements and accommodation given by our Vice Chancellor, Dean, and Organizing Secretary. So I am reading my presidential address now. In modern day world, veterinary medicine provides exceptional value to the society with broad responsibilities for animal, human, and planetary health. Veterinary medicine is often ranked among the respected healthcare with good reason. Societal contributions like animal welfare, well-being, biomedical research, safeguarding the health and role of companion animals in our society, and conservation of species makes the future of veterinary profession appear bright. Rapidly advancing disruptive technologies in global scenario pushes the slowly moving and linearly growing present society to exponential growth. How these changes are going to affect the veterinary medicine and practice. How we are going to leverage the rapidly changing technologies, new business models, and human resources across generations, not only to survive but to thrive well into the future. The American Veterinary Medical Association and the Association of American Veterinary Medical Colleges have joined together to develop the Veterinary Future Commissions called VFC. The VFC has given recommendations which help us to plan our strategies to make our profession thrive through the challenges that are forecasted to arise in the future. There are real risks to the profession if we fail to adapt and to meet the future challenges. The following outcomes could result if we allow our future to be dictated by events rather than taking a provocative approach to managing the change. The Commission has elaborated about the risks and opportunities. The veterinary profession enjoys a position of trust and respect in society. This is because veterinary medicine has a value-based culture. The foundation of values of profession are described in veterinarian's oath. The principles of veterinary medical ethics and in the mission and vision statements of the professional associations. The future culture of the veterinary profession, including and values required to shape the culture.
begins with those in the leadership position within our professional organizations and academic institutions. Veterinary medicine has been traditionally male-dominated, but today more percentage of veterinary practitioners are students or women. And this trend will result in continued cultural shifts and pragmatic adjustments within the profession. Communication, sharing ideas, and collaboration between national and international veterinary organizations are happening, and the global One Health movement will continue to unite the health care professionals. Understanding and leveraging generational differences will advance the future of veterinary practice in a positive way. Present generation own more pets than previous generations and may consider their pets as starter families. Some of them choose pets over children as their permanent families. The generation will substantially influence how we are going to live and work. As a profession, we need to develop sustainable models of delivery that ensure as many animals possible have appropriate medical care. Currently, there are millions of animals that are not receiving the level of care they should have for a variety of reasons, such as owners' financial and physical ability to provide care and the location in remote areas. So large corporate practices have the potential to increase efficiency through economies of scale and along with progressive independent practices. Improve health outcomes by providing unparalleled levels of personalized medicine. Other targeted types of practices and innovative access modalities will likely to emerge to provide issue-targeted care for lower income and remotely located individuals. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and predictive analysis will assist veterinary healthcare providers to meet patients, clients, and practice goals more effectively by improving accuracy, enhancing decision-making, and increasing the probability of deciding outcomes. Information explosion has provided unprecedented information and assumed greater responsibility for pet health care, and the veterinarian's roles in making healthcare decisions will shift from authoritative to consultative. Tech and Google-savvy generation of pet owners already comprise a major animal owning group of generations of pet owners. To follow will certainly demand high-tech solutions, and this trend will favor practices that are more technologically and temporarily connected to animal owners. Practice information management systems will digitally enhance the sharing capabilities of veterinary practice information. This will help in collecting data, connecting, understanding, and translating it. In future, adopting to PIMS, veterinary practices will generate enormous clinical data that can effectively use for investigative research to benefit healthcare. The above mentioned changes will have an impact on the cost of the animal ownership and veterinary care, leading the veterinary profession to reconcile the cost of optimal care with financial constraints of the clients on case-by-case basis. It is critical for veterinary profession at all levels to expand efforts to help the public, clients grasp the value of veterinarian and veterinary health care. Tremendous growth in veterinary practice is predicted in business surveys in Asia Pacific region. Maximum activity in veterinary practice and allied activities that happen in China, Japan, and India, and major players are preparing themselves for the future. As a pet practitioner, we should equip ourselves to face the future. Maximum activity is predicted to happen in surgery, imaging, and followed by internal medicine and diagnostic in canine practice. So developing skills in this area is going to increase the values of the practice. Specialties in the education institution should be developed keeping in this model. Job choices for the students to be considered market relevant education experience and specifically focused on well-defined job choices to be provided. The curriculum should have adaptability to accommodate newly emerging or blended skills. Certification for short predefined skill acquisition, either in concept or independent of degree, should be made available. Continuing education practitioners to make them aware of the latest development and skill sets. Should be modified competency-based curriculum from knowledge-based one. Lecture hall should be supplanted by alternative approaches. students and teachers should be exposed to extensive programs to increase their competence and confidence levels. Obtaining global accreditation for our institutions will make our students acceptable globally. So colleges can collaborate in a number of ways, such as by sharing data with sister institutions and using augmented intelligence to improve learning outcomes and help develop market-level graduates. Sharing educational content and connecting education offerings. So areas previously considered alternative tracks will become increasingly mainstream, including global health, public health, entrepreneurship, and engineering, and schools will accommodate new relevant tracks, some not yet imagined. So making these changes will help our practitioners and students to adapt to the changes of the future and face them more confidently. So there is a bright future for veterinary and particularly canine practice in India, and it is predicted this is one of the area. India is one of the countries where maximum intense activity is going to happen in the next 10 years. So that is very good news for the colleges as well as the practitioners. So we will prepare ourselves for the future and prosper with the future. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful address. I now request the honorable guests of the dais to release the souvenir. I request Dr. Ajay Kumar Upadhyay, Professor and Head Public Health, Bhattacharya University, for presentation of the ISACP Award.
Thank you. With the permission of Chair and the Chief Guest, I am going to present the prestigious award of ISACP. Normally, Professor SKUAST-K was conducting such events since last year. Attend the event today. So with the prayer to Almighty God to bestow him with all possible good health and speedy recovery, I am going to present the awards and request honorable guests to do the honor. For the foremost, one of the most prestigious award of ISACP, Professor P.N. Bhatt Memorial Award 2024 goes to Professor Harish Kumar Verma. Professor Harish Kumar Verma is principal nowadays, Khalsa College of Veterinary of Canine Practice. Hence, I request our chief guest, Professor Indrajit Singh, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Gadwasi, Ludhiana, to do the honor. second award is the award of Fellowship of Indian Society for Advancement of Canine Practice. It is a very high and most prestigious award. For this award, 5 members have applied, and myself, incidentally, Dr. Ajay Kumar Padya, Professor and Head Public Health. And the life member of Indian Society for Advancement of Canine Practice is bestowed with this award. Hence, I request our chief guest again, Professor Indrajit Singh, to do the honors. The third most prestigious award is Professor Sukhdeep Singh Sindhu Memorial Award for Best Article on Canine Reproduction and Breeding in Indian Journal of Canine Practice 2023 goes to Dr. K. Jyoti ARGO. The fourth award for Best Paper Presentation in 18th Annual Convention of the Society at Durg during 2023 is Professor S.J. Angelo Memorial National Youth Scientist Award for Best Paper Presentation in Canine Surgery Session goes to Dr. Benudhar Mahanand. He is Assistant Professor Surgery and Radiology, Department of Veterinary College, OUAT, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. I request our special guest, Dr. C. Balachandran, former Vice Chancellor, Tanwar, Chennai, to present this award to him. Professor Balachandran, sir. The next one is Professor Balachandran, please. Next award is Professor P.K. Uppal National Young Scientist Award for Best Paper Presentation in Canine Microbiology and Immunology Session goes to Dr. Prabhakar Tumburne. He is Assistant Professor Microbiology, Veterinary College, Maksud, Nagpur, Maharashtra. I request our special guest, Professor C. Balachandran, former Vice Chancellor, Tanwar, Chennai, to present this award to Dr. Prabhakar. Thank you, sir. Please stay, sir, for few minutes, sir. Professor C. Balachandran National Young Scientist Award for Best Paper Presentation in Canine Applied Subject Session. This award goes to Dr. Govardhan Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Veterinary Pathology, Veterinary College, Rajua, Nawania, Udaipur. I request our special guest, Dr. C. Balachandran, to do the honor. Please. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Please take your seat. And next award is Professor Purnendu Biswas, National Young Scientist Award for Best Paper Presentation in Canine Nutrition, Hygiene and Management, Canine Behavior and Welfare Session. This award, the award goes to Sandeep Uniyal, Dr. Sandeep Uniyal. He is Scientist, Nutrition Department, Veterinary College, Gadwasu, Ludhiana. I request Professor Najeeb A. Ghani, Vice Chancellor, our President of this session, Srinagar, to present this award to Dr. Sandeep Uniyal. Professor S. Yathiraj, National Young Scientist Award for MBSc Thesis Presentation, Clinical Subject 2023, goes to Dr. R.M. Gautam. Dr. R.A. Gautam, he is MBSc student, Medicine Department. He has completed his MBSc now. Veterinary College, Tanwas, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. I request Professor Najeeb, again, Vice Chancellor of this prestigious university, to present this award to Dr. R.M. Gautam. Award is Professor M.P. Yadav, National Young Scientist Award for MBSc Thesis Presentation, Paraclinical Subjects 2023, goes to Dr. Yasasvi. Dr. Yasasvi was MBSc student, Pathology Department, NTR, Veterinary College, SVV, Gannavaram, Andhra Pradesh. She has also completed her MBSc now. Hence, I request Professor Najeeb A. Ghani, Vice Chancellor of this prestigious university, to bestow Dr. Yasasvi with this prestigious award. Last but not the least in the series, the Appreciation Award 2024 for significant contribution to ISACP in the year 2023-24, and this award goes to Vyan Life Sciences Private Limited, Mumbai. Somebody has presented in the forenoon from this side, so he is not, nobody is present. Oh yes, please come. From Vyan Life Sciences, Dr. Kiran Chamarthi. He is Vice President. So Professor Indrajit Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor Gadwasu, sir, you are requested to present this award to Dr. Kiran. Dais and off the dais. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to all the winners. As we move ahead through the event, it is my pleasure to invite Professor Dil Mohammad Makhdoom, our esteemed Director Education and Extension, a person with a wealth of experience, for his valuable insights.
सब अटेंशन में रहे। मेरे पास भी अभी 2-3 अवार्ड हैं जो अभी हम यहाँ यूनिवर्सिटी की तरफ से देंगे, और इन अवार्डों में आपको थोड़ा सा बड़ा अटेंटिव रहना पड़ेगा। जिस आदमी को मैं लगेगा कोई नींद लग रही है, मैं उसको अवार्ड के लिए यहाँ बुलाऊंगा। एग्रीड? तो पहला अवार्ड मैं दे दूँ। ये बच्ची जो घूम रही है को जगा रही है, इसका पापा साथ में ले आए, इनको गोदी में यहाँ प्लीज। यस यस, इस बच्ची को बुलाओ, गेट हर हियर। अगर आप इसको नहीं लाएंगे तो मैं ही वहां आ जाऊंगा। Everybody. Come on. Very good. Sir, this is the smart award for the smart girl. चलो Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Professor Inderjeet Sir, Vice Chancellor, the prestigious University Kadwasu, the guest of honor for today's function, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Nazir Ahmad Canine Sir. We have 2 more guests from Tanuvas. We have Professor Pataban and Professor Bal Chandran, Dean Faculty of Veterinary Sciences, Professor Bondi, Organizing Secretary of this event, Professor Omatul Muhi, our reverted and stalwart guests of the dais. I could see Dr. Ahuja, a very young and dynamic whom I could not recognize. It took me some time. A young boy, Professor Nazir Ahmad Sudan, Professor Shahzad, our Dean Students Welfare, Registrar of our university, Professor Masoodi Saab, Dean Faculty of Horticulture, Professor Shabir Ahmed Wani Saab, my family colleagues in this university, rather in this faculty, we have with us Professor Shakil Ahmed Wani, again one more Wani, S.A. Wani, Professor Sarfraz Ahmed Wani, Professor Mahmoud Maqbool Darzi, Professor Fazli, distinguished faculties, heads of the divisions, delegates, students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to you all. Wassamai rafa'aha wa wa'adal mizan. This is a verse from Holy Quran. What does it mean? Maintain a balance in this universe, in this ecosystem. Why did I recite this verse from the Quran? Because yesterday I was very much influenced by a historic Supreme Court decision on this verse of Quran. It was for Probita Wildlife Sanctuary, where the Honorable Judge said that unless and until we prevent the conflict of man and animal, forestry, animal husbandry, wildlife is going to come to a standstill. Should we not maintain a balance? This is a place you are staying in. In fact, this is one of more reasons that we say that Earth is round. Where from we start a journey, we will end up there. The room below this auditorium, in the ground floor, is a room of Professor and Head Surgery, who was none other than me, and still I continue to be the head of the surgery. Our animal welfare started, in fact, from this Faculty of Veterinary Science, from this division. It was a time when we debated this balance, what is quoted in the historic judgment and what is quoted in the holy verse of the Quran. There is a balance being the dog ratio. The ideal one is 1:36. But once it rose to 1:14, and the conflicts were everywhere in the valley of Kashmir. People were coming up with the candle march to stop the stray animal population. And on the contrary, the people of the valley who were very scared of the dog bites, because so many prestigious lives were lost because of the attacks by the dogs. And on the other hand, the people were not ready to start the dog ponds or the sterilization centers in their premises. And the government was left with no alternative when they were taken in the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir to start with the sterilization program. The government landed in this university, in the room downstairs, this auditorium. 1, 2, 3. On the row third, I have a very good friend. Please, here's a prize for me. For you. Sir, please. I will come here. सर हम एक्सटेंशन के लोग हैं, हम लोगों को जगा के रखते हैं। So, Honorable High Court asked us just to start with 5 dogs a day, because it was the decision of Honorable High Court. And this, I am thankful to then Vice Chancellor, who gave all the facilities to start with that sterilization center, which is just situated outside this auditorium. You can have a glimpse of that structure. So this university has been at forefront with the animal welfare. We have a wonderful clinics you see here. Obviously, we don't have much dog practice. But believe me, when I joined as an assistant professor in this university, my background was from Nagpur. We used to treat a quite good number of the dogs a day. So I was the exclusive practitioner as for the treatment of the dogs of all the security agencies. Was it BSF? Was it CRP? Was it ITBP? Symposium? Whatsoever the dogs are in the airports of the security, they were being brought to the treatment for these clinics at the time when no other such brilliant facility was available in whole of the Jammu and Kashmir. So this university has a bright moment for having started this type of the activity here. And the result is those of the students who worked with me then in the ABC, Animal Birth Control and Anti-Rabies Eradication Program. Those boys are still working in different SAARC countries, exclusively as ABC experts. And a few theses have come out of that, and I could see my students here sitting who have made a very novel innovations in sterilization. Now, once we say that dogs everywhere, apparently people say वो थोड़ा सा मुँह चिढ़ाते हैं, वो देखते हैं कि बाहर कुत्तों की कॉन्फ्रेंस है, शहर में इतने कुत्ते हैं, यार ले जाओ इनको उठा के। ऐसी बात नहीं है। I could recapitulate the sayings of some Sufi saints in Islam, because Sufis capture every aspect of the life, of the ecosystem. हज़रत हसन बसरी फरमाते हैं, कुत्ते में 10 कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स। How many? 10. And अगर उनमें से कुछ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ह्यूमंस में आ जाए, वो वली बन सकते हैं, खुदा के दोस्त बन सकते हैं। They can be the nearest place to the God. कहते हैं कुत्ता कनात करता है। Some of my delegates from outside may not understand the Urdu. कनात, contentment. क्योंकि कनात करना साबिरीन का काम है, जो सब्र करने वाले लोग हैं। कुत्ता काफी देर भूखा रहता है, और भूखे रहने का काम जो है स्वालिहीन means those of the pious people who are very bestowed with the divine Almighty. अगर कुत्ते पे ऐसे कोई दूसरे कुत्ते आके हमला करते हैं, ठीक है, ऐसा हमला करते हैं कि कुत्ता बेचारा मुकाबला नहीं है तो अपने जगह ही बदल देता, आओ यार तुम ही बैठो रे। ये ज़राईन का कौल है। अगर मालिक इसको मारता भी है, लेकिन थोड़ी देर बाद जब कुत्ता भूल जाता है कि मुझे मालिक ने मार दिया, तो फिर आकर के दुम हिलाता है। कहते ये सच्चे लोगों का, ये सादिकीन का कौल है। कितनी क्वालिटी होगी? अब मालिक डाइनिंग टेबल पे बैठ के खाना खाता है और कुत्ता किधर दुम हिलाता है? उसके नीचे। कभी बोलता है मुझे खाना दे दो? नहीं, जब खिलाएंगे तब खाता है। सो ये मसाकीन का काम है, जो मिस्कीन लोग रहते, गरीब लोग रहते, जो ऊपर वाले को बहुत पसंद है। ये भी क्वालिटी आप किस में देखेंगे? कुत्ते में। और जब फैमिली शाम को बैठती है सोफा सेट पे, पूरे मालिकन बच्चे वगैरह के, और कुत्ता अपनी कौन सी जगह ले के पास, जूते के पास जाकर के बैठते हैं। ये मुतवस्तिन का कौल है। ऐसे लोग जो मुतवस्त अंदाज में रहना चाहते हैं, जब मालिक मारता है फिर भी सामने आता है। कुत्ते को रहने के लिए घर ही नहीं रहता है, ठीक है। जब घर ही नहीं रहे तो कहाँ बैठेगा? कोई बैंक बैलेंस नहीं, कोई घर नहीं। ये तवक्कल करने वालों की क्वालिटी है। तवक्कल कौन करते हैं? जिनको गॉड पे ज़्यादा विश्वास है, ज़्यादा भरोसा है। ये भरोसे वाली क्वालिटी है, ठीक है। और ये रात को ज़्यादा सोता नहीं, जागता ही रहता है। और ये प्रॉपर्टी जो है, ये आरिफों का कौल है। ये आरिफ कौन लोग हैं? जो ऊपर वाले को सदा ढूंढते रहते हैं। ये आरिफों का कौल है। और जब ये कुत्ता मरता है, कोई मीरास नहीं छोड़ता है? आज तक किसी ने सुना कि कुत्ते ने इतनी प्रॉपर्टी छोड़ दी पीछे? ये जाहिदीन का कौल है, जो उतना ही इस्तेमाल करते हैं जितनी ज़रूरत पड़ती है। इस चीज़ से हमें काफ़ी सारे सबक मिल रहे हैं। अगर हम इस चीज़ को लेकर के आए कि डॉग्स के हेल्थ को हम प्रमोट करेंगे, डॉग एक आइडियल मॉडल है फॉर ह्यूमन रिसर्च। हमारे पास कई बार मेडिकल इंस्टीट्यूट के लोग यहाँ पर आए, वो कह रहे हैं कि जो आप डॉग पे एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन कहते हैं, काइंडली अलाउ अस टू बी द स्पेक्टेटर्स सिंपली इन योर थिएटर्स। सो देयर इज अ ट्रेमेंडस पोटेंशियल ऑफ रिसर्च in animals like dogs, which can be a very cheap source of experimentation model. आपको पता है आज हम बहुत बिजी है, यूनिवर्सिटी में ज़बरदस्त बिजी है, लेकिन मेरी एक रिक्वेस्ट है आप सब लोगों से, वो मैं बोलूँगा क्यों। Everybody will please stand to their chairs and will give a deep applause to our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Please help me. Stand up. I will tell you why. Thank you very much. Please do. You see, our Honorable Vice Chancellor is very busy. Could you see from his face that he is anyway nervous? He is anyway weak. When the fact is that his father has been very few hours before taken out from the operation theatre. You see, this is the state of dedication and leadership. How can anybody tell me that I will not do this work and I am on leave, I have this thing and that? When your role model, your father, Vice Chancellor's father is in the operation theatre. We were a little bit late in coming to this place, that was the sole reason. So there is a lot of things to learn from the current leadership. How do we arrange the domestic affairs, how we arrange the ailments aside, but how we are with you all. There is again a very bad notion. I could see, I have watched a number of delegates have joined the conference, but they didn't get the luck to join this inaugural session. They have left for sightseeing. Currently organizing secretary, Dr. Muhi, my sincere and humble request to you, please make it sure, give them a chance for the sightseeing. They have come to Kashmir, I see, but at no cost should they leave the session. And this, you will make a jot down the names who are not there in this session, number one. And number two, I am highly thankful to Professor A.K. Srivastava. He has been at the forefront always for organizing this conference. You see the state of dedication. He is in the town, he is in the Srinagar, but owing to his ill health, he could not make it to come from the hotel to this place. Kindly convey my all regards to him, and I wish this program all success. Thank you very much and thank you all. ये अवार्ड सरफराज साहब के लिए।
Thank you, sir, for your vibrant words. Before moving on to the next address, I humbly request the honorable guests to release a book authored by Dr. Mansoor and Dr. Zahid from the Division of Veterinary Microbiology with theme related to the World Veterinary Day. a luminary in the field of veterinary pathology, Dr. C. Balachandran, the former Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, for his words of wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Balachandran.
Good afternoon, Honorable Vice Chancellor of SKUAST-K, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Gadwasu, President of ISAC Pradhavan, Dean of the Institute, Director and Organizing Secretary, all stalwarts in their own field, delegates and friends. I just thank Dr. Srivastava for giving me this opportunity. I have to say only a few words because already it is time, and Chief Guest and Guest of Honor have to speak afterwards. As we are aware, these type of events are helpful on many manner. Some of them narrated by Dr. Pradhavan. That with the day that is advancing and the growing companion animal population, the canine practice become very significant, and the Internet of Things making it much easier to converse yourself with others, with every part of other area, because those days you have to write letters or something to people and then look for the reply. But nowadays, within another few minutes, they talk to the world where experts are there. They are getting information. And also the speciality of this society is that we have got the mixture of people who are in the practice, whether they are clinicians or in the paraclinical subjects or the basic subjects, they are all coming together. So this is the best platform to share the knowledge on different areas of this field. See, one of the good things that has been given by today's Dr. P.N. Bhatt's lecture, so linking the veterinarian to the owner. So we must be there, and we have to lay, because Professor was well said about the ABC program. So ethics and animal welfare are playing a lot of role nowadays, and we have to be careful. And then, though we consider them companion animal, this I just come, basically I'm a pathologist. I regularly attend my own conferences. But another one I preferred is I just attending this because of the involvement by Dr. Srivastava. So he meticulously conducts the program. And very clear instructions are given how it is judged. That's very good, appreciable thing. So that really good for us. And then without taking much more time, I just congratulate all the people who have received the awards, and also wish all other people to receive such honors in the future, and thank the organizers for giving this opportunity, Dr. Muhi and the team, and the Honorable Vice Chancellor who is leading luminary in this aspect. Thank you, sir, very kind of you.
Thank you, sir, for your wise words. Now let us turn our attention to a figure whose presence illuminates our gathering, our dynamic and esteemed Vice Chancellor, Professor Nazir Ahmed, who has a legacy of leadership and dedication to scholarly pursuits. Please join me in extending a heartfelt welcome as we eagerly await the pearls of wisdom he is poised to share with us today.
थैंक यू डियर। मुझे आज बहुत खुशी है कि मैं इस वेटरनरी कैंपस में शायद काफ़ी दिनों बाद आ रहा हूँ और इस हाल में, लेकिन यहाँ पे आके लग रहा है कि इस मौसमी बाहर के मौसम में और इस खूबसूरत से हाल में यहाँ पे कुछ जोश में मुझे कुछ कमी लग रही है। और वो शायद मेरे डायरेक्टर एक्सटेंशन डॉक्टर दिल मोहम्मद मखदूमी भी शायद उस बात की तरफ इशारा कर रहे थे। और वो तभी कि जब हमारे बीच हमारे आज के जो चीफ गेस्ट हैं डॉक्टर इंद्रजीत सिंह, द ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर ऑफ द गढ़वासु, वन ऑफ द मोस्ट prestigious veterinary universities in the country, and led by the very dynamic leader. Telling you frankly, I have been in company with many vice chancellors in the country, but he is one among the very able leaders in agriculture, art and veterinary sciences. And before becoming the vice chancellor of the Gardwasu University, he has held some very, very important positions. He has been the director of the Central Institute for Research and Fellows, CIRB जिसको हम बोलते हैं. And I believe that you are also the director of the Animal Husbandry of the state of Punjab. I personally thank you for considering to our request to be here. And I also personally welcome you to this event, Dr. Inderjeet Singh. And we have the president of this Indian Society for Advancement of Canine Practice, Professor S. Prathaban. And I have my director education, Dr. Dil Mohammed with us, Dr. Tufail Bani, the dean of this faculty, Dr. Amatul Muhi, the organizing secretary. But off the dais we have some luminaries. And one of the luminaries is Dr. Anil Ahuja, sitting just on the front row. I am an alumnus of the College of Veterinary Sciences, Bikaner. And Dr. Anil Ahuja were a faculty at the College of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry. My dear friends, जो खासकर जो पीछे स्टूडेंट लोग अगर कुछ थोड़े बहुत यहाँ पे हैं, मैं आपको बता दूं कि आपकी पढ़ाई और हमारी पढ़ाई में आसमान और ज़मीन का अंतर है। और ज़्यादा मैं डिटेल में जाऊंगा, थोड़ा सा मुझे अर्जेंसी है, otherwise I could just detail you out that all of the luminaries which I see in this hall, who are educated from similar kind of the ecosystem in my olden days, they are so very powerful, so energetic, and Dr. Anil Ahuja were one among them. And we also have our former Vice Chancellor of the Tanvasu, Dr. C. Balachandran. He has led that university from the front. Again, one of the top-notch universities in the country, and the top-notch veterinarians produced from Tanvasu. And we are very proud, rather the country is proud of the achievements of the Tanvasu in all fronts. और खास बात जो यहाँ पे है इस हाल में, मैं काफ़ी दिनों बाद देख रहा हूँ अपने पुराने कलीग्स को जो इस फैकल्टी का हिस्सा रहे हैं। उनमें हमारे डॉक्टर नज़ीर अहमद सूदन साहब हैं बहुत पहले, लेकिन उसके बाद यहाँ से वो SKUAST जम्मू चले गए और वहाँ पे उनका डायरेक्टर एजुकेशन, डायरेक्टर रिसर्च का ओहदा आपने संभाल लिया था। सर आपका भी यहाँ पे इस्तकबाल है। और साथ में बैठे हमारे डॉक्टर शकील अहमद वानी साहब जो यहाँ पे रहे डायरेक्टर एजुकेशन, बट मोर देन दैट आई रेट हिम एज एन एबल रिसर्चर स्पेशली इन द फील्ड ऑफ द वेटरनरी माइक्रोबायोलॉजी. And I believe among those very good facilities which we have developed in the university, one of the very best facility, a very good facility is in microbiology, which he has, I believe that time single-handedly developed that facility. और पीछे हमारे कलीग हैं डॉक्टर H.U. मलिक साहब हैं, काफ़ी दिनों बाद इनसे मिलने, पता नहीं शायद कुछ नाराज़गी है यूनिवर्सिटी से, तो फिर भी आप यहाँ पे आए सर, आप यहाँ पे आके आपने इसकी शोभा बढ़ाई है, आपका बहुत शुक्रिया। और साथ में हमारे बहुत ही एबल पैथोलॉजिस्ट, वेटरनरी पैथोलॉजिस्ट डॉक्टर दर्जी साहब हैं, आपका भी सर स्वागत है यहाँ पे। और मुजीब फायजी साहब जो एबल सर्जन यहाँ के रहे हैं, और सरफराज साहब थे कहीं पे, डॉक्टर सरफराज साहब यहाँ पे सामने रो में। इनका नाम इसलिए ले रहा हूँ कि काफ़ी दिनों बाद हम यहाँ पे आए और इस वेटरनरी कॉलेज का पूरे इंडियन एजुकेशन रिसर्च सिस्टम में एक खास जगह है, तो वहाँ तक पहुँचाने में इनका और हमारे कलीग्स का काफ़ी कलीदी रोल रहा है। मैं आपका तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। मुझे खुशी है कि यहाँ पे कंट्री से, देश भर से, बहुत मुख्तलिफ इलाकों से, फ्राम फार ऑफ एरियाज एबल डेलीगेट्स यहाँ पे आए हैं वेटरनरी प्रोफेशन से। आपका भी यहाँ मेरी तरफ से इस्तकबाल है। हमारे स्टूडेंट्स स्पेशली बैठे होंगे, मेरे इस यूनिवर्सिटी कॉलेज के जो हेड्स ऑफ द डिवीजन फैकल्टी हैं, आप सबको मेरी तरफ से अस्सलाम वालेकुम, नमस्कार एंड सत श्री अकाल। सबसे पहले मैं इस एसोसिएशन का शुक्रिया अदा करूँगा कि उन्होंने कश्मीर को और इस यूनिवर्सिटी को अपना वेन्यू चुन लिया, और वो भी बहुत ही अच्छे समय पे। आज मौसम बाहर का समय है, यहाँ पे आप यहाँ पे आए, आप यहाँ पे इस इवेंट में अटेंड तो करेंगे ही, लेकिन आपको दाएं बाएं घूमने का भी मौका मिलेगा। आजकल यहाँ पे ऑलमोस्ट एवरीथिंग इज इन ब्लू। So for last 4-5 months before that, during winter times, it would be almost, everything would be, grey and dead. But now everything is in blue, so you are welcome, all of you here. मैं मुबारकबाद दूंगा यहाँ पे जो ऑर्गेनाइजर्स हैं आपके इस एसोसिएशन से, और इस कॉलेज की जो लीडरशिप है डॉक्टर तुफैल बाडे और उनके साथ अमतुल मुही है, जिन्होंने इसको ऑर्गेनाइज करने में काफ़ी करीब रोल किया और काफ़ी एफर्ट्स इसमें लगाई। और मैं मुबारकबाद देता हूं जो यहाँ पे अभी विनर्स थे, अवार्ड विनर्स थे काफ़ी सारे डिफरेंट एरियाज में, उनको भी मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत मुबारक। और मैं आपको बताऊं कि यहाँ पे मुझे तो लगता है कि ये एक एक्सक्लूसिव काइंड ऑफ, ऑलमोस्ट एक्सक्लूसिव गैदरिंग ऑफ द वेटरनरियंस है यहाँ पे। मे बी देयर आर सम फ्यू गाइज फ्रॉम सम अदर डिसिप्लिन अदरवाइज। So I believe that, compliment all of you that you belong to a very, very noble profession. A profession, where you have to handle your patients who don't speak to you, and taking care of the health of the animals, but at the same time, of the sector of the economy which contributes a minimum of 25% to the total agricultural GDP of the country, a minimum of 25%. And I believe very recently we have found new use of the byproducts, say the cow dung and the waste, and that waste is, I believe, becoming now more profitable if we process it and do well in natural and organic farming. So if you add that thing to it and the draft power, the total contribution of the livestock husbandry to the economy of the country, the agriculture economy, is almost 40%. So you are doing two things. On one side, you are taking care of the health of the animals, and then you are contributing to the economy. On the third front, you are playing a very, very important role. That is something about the One Health. More than 70% of all the diseases are because of the animals, which transmit from animals to the humans. So again, you have a tremendous role in ensuring the health of the humans by controlling the diseases, or that kind of a One Health approach. इस सारे कॉन्टेक्स्ट में एक पेट एनिमल सिस्टम भी है। ये अब सिस्टम नहीं, एक इंडस्ट्री है कंट्री में। अब ये करीब, मैं डेटा देख रहा था, करीब अगले कुछ सालों में इट इज गोइंग टू बिकम ए 200 बिलियन इंडस्ट्री, पेट इंडस्ट्री। Why it is happening so is because the country is progressing very fast. The economy of country is growing. The average income of a family is growing. The disposable incomes with the people, they are growing. So, but then there are certain challenges. We are passing through this kind of fast, kind of a technological age, while life is very fast. Families have skewed to those kind of nuclear families, and there are pressures of the work. So we are now finding peace and solace in these animals, the companion animals, the pet animals. And I believe less in Kashmir, but more in other parts of the country, it is a big, big industry. I believe that if you go to the Europe and the West, you will see that the amount of the food which goes into the pet industry and in the pets is more than the total amount of the food which is required in some very poor countries in Africa. That's how they are taking care of them. Then again, they have a role in the defense system of the country, where in Kashmir especially, you see the use of the pets in those patrollings and in detecting those mines and drugs and in explosives. So I believe you have chosen a very right topic, and especially it is very useful to the faculty here and to the students here. We take care of sheep, goat, cattle, but then because of the reasons, we don't have too many number of the pets, but it has started increasing. But then it is the right time for our veterinarians to see that what are those opportunities in this pet industry. I have my friend in, his name is YP Singh. I believe that he must have been your student as well, Anil Ahuja ji in Jaipur. I have not seen any single polyclinic around in the country, so sophisticated as of my friend. He was my friend in surgery. He did his master's and PhD, Yoginder Pal Singh. So you will not believe that if you just enter into his clinic, it is such an advanced clinic, and all the ministers and all the top-notch bureaucrats of the Rajasthan state, they are his clients, because every rich man has a pet, and then when your pet goes sick, or you want to just make the pet more beautiful, so you have to go rush to the clinic. So I believe these are the opportunities for our students to learn that how can we venture into it. So मैं थोड़ा सा अपने टॉपिक पे आ जाऊँ. ज़्यादा मैं आपको परेशान नहीं करूँगा, लेकिन थोड़ा सा बता दूँ कि अभी हम एक एज में गुजर रहे हैं, 21st century, an age which is driven by disruptive technologies. मैं ज़्यादा डिटेल में नहीं जाऊँगा, आप सभी लोग जानते हैं what disruptive technologies are. और उन disruptive technologies को लाने के लिए एक disruptive thinking चाहिए. एक नॉर्मल दिमाग वो disruptive technologies नहीं ला सकता है. मेरे ख्याल में आज आपके मोबाइल में if you just Google anything and then an artificial intelligence driven kind of an assistant will come to you and he will just tell you everything about what you are thinking. मुझे ऐसा भी लगता है कि जब आप मोबाइल में कुछ सर्च करते हैं, जैसे आप पहला लेटर उसमें एंटर करते हैं, वो आपको ऑलमोस्ट वही बताता है जो आप सोचते हैं, क्योंकि उसको ये पता रहता है कि इससे पहले आपने क्या सर्च किया था. लेकिन आने वाले जमाने में अब ये आपकी सोच को ट्रांसलेट करेगा, आप क्या सोच रहे हैं. अभी इसने अपनी मेमोरी में रखा. 2000 तक कहते हैं डिस्ट्रप्टिव टेक्नोलॉजी एंड द डिस्ट्रप्टिव थिंकिंग, और ये आता है आउट ऑफ बॉक्स थिंकिंग से. तो इसीलिए अगर हमने सर्वाइव करना है इस दौर में, सोसाइटी और इकोनॉमीज को, वो ट्रेडिशनल तरीका नहीं चलेगा. ट्रेडिशनल तरीके, ट्रेडिशनल थिंकिंग जैसे पुराने जमाने में एजुकेशन हुआ करता था, इट कैन नॉट जस्ट वर्क लाइक दैट. वी हैव टू जस्ट कम आउट ऑफ दैट ट्रेडिशनल मोड ऑफ अप्रोच एंड इन एवरीथिंग. चाहे हम क्लासरूम में जाएंगे एजुकेशन करने के लिए, वी हैव टू गो वेरी डिफरेंटली. मैं पिछले, मेरे ख्याल में मेरे कलीग यहाँ पीछे बैठे, दे वुड रिमेंबर इट, इन द ईयर 2006 in one of the faculty meetings we have, one board of faculty, I at that time made a proposal. जब मैंने कहा था कि we should just move for some kind of e-learning practices, but that time because it was very new concept, many of the colleagues didn't understand it that time. But I made a comment that time कि अगर हम आज नहीं करेंगे तो वक्त हमें इसको करवाने पे मजबूर कर देगा. अगर आज हम बोलेंगे ये टेक्नोलॉजी हमको नहीं करना है, मुझे ये अच्छा नहीं लगता है, बट विथ टाइम इट विल मेक अस टू डू इट. और मैं यहाँ पे जिक्र इसलिए कर रहा हूँ कि मेरे जो यहाँ पे टीचर बैठे, मैं खासकर उनसे एड्रेस करता हूँ. मैं आपको बता देता हूँ आज कि हमें इसको एम्ब्रेस करना होगा टेक्नोलॉजीज को, नहीं तो ये जो इवॉल्विंग टेक्नोलॉजिकल अरीना है ये हमको इरेलेवेंट कर देगा. टीचर को, टीचर की कोई जरूरत नहीं होगी क्लास में. We won't be at all required in the classroom. ये मैं एक बार यहाँ पे स्कीम्स मेडिकल इंस्टीट्यूट में गया था, मैं एज अ चीफ गेस्ट, आई स्पोक टू देम इन देयर ओन लैंग्वेज. हाउ शुड वी डू मेडिकल साइंसेस वेरी डिफरेंटली, बट आई एम टेलिंग यू दैट this is the right time for us, and we are at the right time that we have to see that how do we bring in the new technology. I am very pleased to share with my colleagues here that we are going to have one advanced center for learning in the Department of Anatomy. It would be an AR/VR driven kind of a learning, but then it's not just the vice chancellor to tell you everything what to do. I am a single person, and together we are some more than 600 faculty in this university. Together you have to see that how should we do education or even the research, for that matter the extension system. I am telling you, we are just bringing on some kind of revolutionary changes in the extension system. And they would be the first time in the country what we are doing. One is that we have the extension system at the KVKs at the district level. We are going down to the panchayat levels, wherein we are bringing in, that we are going to just introduce this student rural internship. Not in the final year, what we call as RAWE, which is not in your case. In our case, it is the internship, but in agricultural, it is the RAWE. We do it towards the end of the year, end of the degree program in the 4th year. We are going to do it from the 2nd year onwards. We are going to just frame a group of 8 students, and that group of 8 students will be adopting a panchayat of 2-3 villages, and then with the use of the technology, we are going down to that. And besides that cyber extension system we are doing, and then creating some kind of more than 2,000 Kisan Khidmatgars, then powering those Kisan Khidmatgars with the advanced tools of artificial intelligence. I was thinking about telling about the extension system. How should we bring, similar is the case with the governance. If it is education, research and this, but then governance has to be equally powered by the technology, and we in the university are on the job. And I believe that a couple of technologies we have already gone digitized. We have some 30 satellite stations at the university. We have more than 150 DDUs. We call them drawing disbursing officers. Each DDU may be drawing the salary of 10, 15, 20 people. But then we have made that whole system centralized at the university level through that HRF bureau system. And we are also towards bringing in some new technologies. I believe that we have tested this paperless examination on a pilot basis, that we have succeeded. We are going to now introduce that paperless examination across the university for all the undergraduate classes. And let me share with you that one single technology, the paperless examination at the undergraduate level, is going to save us 10 lakh pages. जो हम कागज का ना, this is called one page. इस तरह के एक साल में 10 लाख पेज हमारे बन जाएंगे. Then it will build upon our efficiency, transparency. जो आपका grade sheet हमें मिलता था 6 महीने बाद या 3 महीने बाद, in last when we did it, we got it in 6 days only. So that's again part of the governance. But when it comes to the animal health delivery, again you have to have the technologies. मैं आपको थोड़े से ideas बता रहा हूँ, but then you will just do it because you are very wise and educated and very able guys. Then animal production system. Yeah, agricultural production system. We have the challenges in the country, especially in Jammu and Kashmir, that if we are to just compete nationally or globally, there are certain challenges for us. One is that we have to boost the production, but then the cost of the production is very, very important. And then the quality of the produce is very important. These both things, 3 things, can only be enhanced with the technology. And technology means that we have to reduce the labor and the input use kind of the things. And for that matter, I would tell to my colleagues, my officers and my faculty here, that goal setting is very, very important. We have to set the goal for us. I believe together as a unit, as an institution, we set the goals for us a couple of years before. We set some 3, 4, 5 years before in 2017 that we aim to be among the top 5 universities, agricultural universities in the country, SUs. But today we are among the top 4 state agricultural universities in the country. That goal setting was in 2017. When I took the charge of the university as a vice chancellor, I have modified the vision of the university. I said that our university should be an innovation-led university. But today we are the #1 university in innovations in the country. This NIRF, the Ministry of Education, which ranks universities, otherwise also on innovations, there's a band 1 to 10. It is all the IITs, they would fall in the band of 1 to 10. We don't fall in that. Then there is another band 11 to 50. We fall in 11 to 50. There is no other single agricultural university in the band of 11 to 50. We are in that band. What I'm just trying to emphasize you is the goal setting. जब हमने आज से 4 साल पहले कहा कि हमने innovation-led university बनानी है, then we started moving on that track, on that journey. और आज इस साल के पहले 2 महीनों में our faculty and my students have earned 8 patents. So in 2 months only, and then in the last 4 years, some 24 patents we have earned. So that's not a small thing. What I'm just trying to emphasize to all of you, कि जो भी इंसान, कोई बच्चा, स्टूडेंट या फैकल्टी, कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशन, कोई भी जो है ना सोसाइटी, कोई भी नेशन, सबसे पहले वो अपने लिए गोल सेटिंग्स करता है. That's something for you as well. So as far as the initiatives taken in the university are concerned, and we are always on. And I believe that more than a dozen centers of excellence we are building in the university, and many of them we are doing at the university level, but one of the center of excellence which has been awarded for this university is a center of excellence on one hand, the antimicrobial resistance, which is a global challenge for all of us. It is a center of excellence at a cost of rupees 25 crore. 25 crore का center of excellence आपको मिल रहा है, तो मैं वेटरनरी फैकल्टी को बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद देता हूँ, आपको बधाई देता हूँ, डीन साहब को बधाई देता हूँ कि that is a very big achievement. पूरे देश में सिर्फ 2 COEs बने हैं, centers of excellence. One at IIT Bombay at a cost of 15 crore, but to us it has been awarded at a cost of 25 crore rupees. So, but then similarly we are building some other facilities in the university or education को हम थोड़ा broaden कर रहे हैं. I will not take much of her time to just speak all of that. Maybe sometime we get an opportunity, I will speak to that. But then let me again compliment and congratulate the society, the dean of the faculty, Amatul Muhi, and all the your team members who have been working for so many number of months to organize this event. और जो आप यहाँ पे हमारे गेस्ट बाहर से आए, मैं जो है ना I pray that and wish that you have a very smooth and a very nice stay here in this university and in Srinagar. You enjoy your stay as well. तो मैं आपसे कहूँगा कि अगर आपका रिटर्न वाला प्रोग्राम नहीं बना है, so you should just think of taking a break, maybe 1-2 days. जहाज का किराया तो लगा ही है, but let me just go around and see nature from close angles. It's very beautiful. We should love nature. We should discover nature, and that's what we are meant for. My best wishes to all of you, and see that this conference becomes a very big success. And ultimately, I would just rather wish from all the organizers here. आपके कई सारे सेशंस आप करेंगे. मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं चाहिए. 2-4 recommendations, solid recommendations चाहिए. At the end of this whole event, I wish some 3-4 very good recommendations from all of you. And then we will just take those recommendations at our level and see that what best we can do at the university level to see that wisdom which you have come along with from around the country, because so learned and veterinarians are there. I am telling you very honestly, मैं बताता हूँ नेशनल लेवल पे भी जो हमारा एग्रीकल्चर का टोटल पोटेंशियल है इस वक्त देश में, हमने अभी 10% भी हार्वेस्ट नहीं किया कंट्री लेवल पे. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द कंट्री लेवल, और हमारे जीके लेवल पे तो और भी कम है. तो 10% का भी पोटेंशियल अभी तक हमने हार्वेस्ट नहीं किया. 90% इज येट टू बी हार्वेस्टेड. Why it is to be, how can it be harvested is with the infusion of the new knowledge and the new technologies and building that competent human power. And that can only help when we seniors, जो आप लोग यहाँ बैठे हैं, आप अपनी input देंगे. Even if we tell about, I said to myself, even if I only share my failures with my students and my colleagues, that's again a good thing for them. At least sharing the failure means that they will not repeat those mistakes which I have done. So अगर हमारे टाइम में हमने कुछ ठीक से नहीं किया, अगर हम वही शेयर करेंगे, I believe that's again a good thing for us. So let me expect some robust kind of recommendations from you, which we could just do here and which we could also do at the national level, at the country level, across all the veterinary colleges in the country. Thank you very much, and God bless you all, and please enjoy yourself.
Thank you, sir. It's always a pleasure listening to you. We also pray to Almighty to bestow speedy recovery and health to your father. With a great honor and privilege, we extend our warmest welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Inderjeet Singh, Vice Chancellor Gadwasu, whose visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to excellence in veterinary education and research have left an indelible mark on our profession. We welcome you, sir, for your words of wisdom.
Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sri Kashmir Institute of Agricultural Science and Technology, Srinagar, Dr. Nazir Ahmed Ganai, Dr. Dil Muhammad Makhdoumi, my friend and a very energetic Director Extension of this university, Dr. Bendy, Organizing Secretary, Madam, Madam, इसमें नाम नहीं लिखा हुआ आपके प्रोग्राम में नाम नहीं, सॉरी अबाउट दैट. अमातुल मोही, डॉक्टर प्रथमन Dr. Balachandran sir, because there were two vice nurses there. One was Dr. Balaraman and one Dr. Balachandran. So Dr. Balachandran sir, other dignitaries of the dais, Dr. Anil Ahujaji, Dr. S.K. Nagpal, Dr. H.K. Verma, Dr. Sudan, Dr. Vani, and other retired faculty of this university, delegates, students, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I thank the Indian Society for Advancement of Canine Practice, organizing the executive committee of that society for giving me this opportunity, and to the university, SKUAST Srinagar, for inviting me to this occasion to interact with you all. I think it is one of the very important aspect of our students' education and their careers and their practice after they graduate from veterinary colleges across the country. Not only in country, even abroad, there is a lot of demands of veterinarians. Yesterday I had a visitor from USA, our own alumnus. He said, sir, I want to have a setup with your university where we can hire the graduates directly from the university. And we will provide them this type of training, whatsoever is required there. We are already we have started the construction of MRI and CT scan, which they said CT scan is very, very essential if our students have to be competent enough to be taken for NAVLE and practicing in the North America. So there is huge demand, and the demand of vets for small animal practice is very high. Pet practice is very, very high. But the demand for large animal practice is even higher. Why? Because there is nobody who is going to the large animal practice in those countries. In our country also we are going on the same directions. But in US, Canada, Germany, Britain, Australia, everywhere you find that the veterinarians, they are disinterested for large animal practice. Many of them, they want that our veterinary education, the AH component should be removed from this. Many veterinarians want this. They only want practice. Nevertheless, whatsoever we are imparting the education through our university, through our veterinary colleges, I think for serving our society at large, the knowledge of animal husbandry, when we call it livestock, there it becomes very imperative. The animal husbandry is very, very important. With that, they can save their costs, they can prevent the diseases, they can prevent the losses, and they can optimize the production. But in canine practice or in canine as a business, canine breeding, canine grooming, canine training, there are so many aspects of which this particular species is giving to us. And today, if you talk to anybody that this dog is yours, he will be annoyed. He or she, they will be really annoyed. They will not like to speak to you. You have to call only a pet. And that's why I was thinking that these companion animals, maybe we have to change this also. We should change it to companion species. Because animals, they don't want their pet to be called animal. They want, this is our family, and they want to be called as the pet parents. So I think they would like, if instead of companion animal, we should call them companion species. So this is my suggestion to the society. But what is very important, if we talk of animal husbandry aspect, is the client education. Yesterday, in our university, we are bringing out small snippets. So we have a PP Tech, Pashupalak Tele-Advisory Kendra, where the farmers, they ring up our telephone and we give them some advice depending upon what sort of query is there, if it is regarding admission or training, or many times it is for animal husbandry practices or for some diseases. Yesterday our university posted some thing which was a vitamin deficiency. The symptom was vitamin deficiency, and then they also advised that this requires the injections of the vitamins. Then trawling started, and I was tagged in that. When the trawling started, they said that UST is creating quacks. The UST is creating quacks by, Dr. Maktoumi, I'm happy, my colleague in the delegates is well now awake. So, but I said that it is very important that when we go to a medico, we want that the medical, that professional, that our physician, he should consult, he should tell us what is the disease, why he is giving us any medicine, why he is giving us any injection or anything. Only then we will be satisfied. Isn't it our duty to satisfy the owner that we are giving whatsoever we are giving? That is relevant. And it is also important that the relief to the suffering of the animal, that is our main aim. We started a diploma, a certificate course on homeopathy. On that also, the meeting of the Veterinary Council is being called. Punjab Veterinary Council is going to develop on that in their next meeting. Because we are not, I think, whether advertently or inadvertently, we are being led by the corporates. And the biggest corporates in this world today, and most importantly post-COVID, it is the pharmaceutical industry. That is leading the world. They are changing the world. They are the leaders of the world. The leaders who are running the governments, they are puppets in their hands. And during COVID and after COVID, it has become a reality. Same is happening in agriculture. We are putting fertilizers, we are putting chemicals on the crops, on the soil, and we are killing the ecosystem. The ecosystem was with the agriculture was with microbes. Fungi, bacteria, they were leading to this in the ecological balance. They were responsible for making soil fertile, for making the plants healthy, and for making the produce healthy. But with this industry, the corporate coming in, they are leading to the killing of our microbes, killing the fungi, and making our crops, our lands dependent upon the chemicals. And our universities, I'm surprised, our universities, they are swayed into that stream. They are swaying with the stream, what they want to tell us, what the corporate wants to tell us. We say that we need to add this much fertilizer. We are not thinking beyond fertilizer. I'm happy now some voices about natural farming, chemical-free farming are coming, because we have seen enough of it. We are all suffering many diseases only because of wheat, which was not a staple food. If it was staple food, it was a different type of wheat. It was Sona Moti. In Punjab, it is called Sona Moti, which doesn't have any high glycemic index. It has very minimal glycemic index, which is even lower than the sorghum. And with Punjab, for Punjab, rice was never a staple food. But now we are growing the maximum rice in Punjab. And our population is also eating that. And we are inviting the diseases, and then we, then new lifestyle also. With our lifestyle, and same we are also seeing in the pets. The commercial foods, they are being overfed to our pets, and they have problems of obesity. We are keeping them in flats where the floors are of tiles, and the owner hardly gets any time to take it out for a walk. So this type of problems are happening. So we have to be very, very careful, and we have to do a lot of client education, because through that our aim of animal welfare, that will be met. And one very important aspect is of the inbreeding. Like these three species of three breeds of dogs are displayed. I think there is a lot of inbreeding going on in our dog breeds, and especially some breeds which are having hardly 5 to 6 years of life. And it was reported recently that those dogs which have longer nose, they live longer. And we all know that these pugs, they don't live that longer, because they are always suffering from the breathlessness or low breath. Then, so it is very important. Nevertheless, breeding is in itself, it is an enterprise. And many people, many entrepreneurs, they are earning from breeding only, dog breeding, pet breeding, and selling. You also see many birds, they are being sold, they are being bred and they are being sold. So it is I don't know whether this income or this revenue that is being generated, it is added into the contribution of animal husbandry or not. But this is a very huge, as Dr. Ganesh said, it is going to be a very big market, because now there are solo people living in metros, they don't have families, they don't get married, they don't have children. Even if children are there, only single children is in trend. And the children also need the company. So it is the pets which are providing the company. Therefore, we have to be, and as once it is your pet, it becomes a family member. So our responsibility to give good health and a happy pet to the owners is also very paramount. Then at the same time, Dr. Mohammed said that he was pioneer in ABC, but that was after Danda of High Court. I think without Danda also, but this is, I think it has become our practice. We don't move unless we are shown a stick. I think it is very important from our angle. We are veterinarians. We all are competent. Why don't we start small NGOs where, because in ABC program it is written that it should be some NGO. Let us start some NGO with like-minded people. You may be the only veterinarian there may be other people who will chip in something or the other for your NGO, and we should at least perform this responsibility towards the society, that there is no stray animals. I was talking to VC Saab, third time I am coming here, every time I find a new litter of the bitch that is just outside the guest house. So every year there will be 1 dozen pups added to the population of the campus. That is same is true for our campus also, and same is true everywhere. And in our campus, you are lucky that your veterinary college is far away and your postmortem hall must be far away. We have postmortem hall also nearby. We are trying to fence them out, but still it is very difficult, and they are so well-built dogs that everybody is scared of them. So it is the duty of our faculty and our students that we take care of these stray animals also. Only then we will be able to save the resources of this country, not only in the form of vaccinations and others, but also preventing the accidents which are happening not only because of cows but also because of dogs. They are happening. And then as I said, we started a course of homeopathy, and we also have a short training program in ethnoveterinary practices or ethnoveterinary medicine. These are for affordability as well as speed of giving treatment, because if the farmer knows what is important and it is lying in his kitchen, he will be able to give to his animal. And I think many, I don't know, many of these ethnoveterinary practices have evolved for pets because they were not being considered, they were not taken care of that well at those times when because these ethnoveterinary are through experience. Then One Health was well spoken by Honorable Vice Chancellor. That is very important, and when we talk of One Health, from the very beginning, the first thing that used to come to our mind was rabies. And till today, it is the biggest challenge in One Health. It is considered as one of the biggest challenges in One Health. And for that also it is important that the population of dogs is curtailed in this country. Then a very important aspect was about the continuing veterinary education. I think this type of society, I would request that you should suggest what sort of courses, what sort of programs you want, because we get requests, sometimes we get siparish कि ये वेटरनरी है, इसको आप डायलिसिस पे 1 दिन का 2 दिन का ट्रेनिंग दिलवा दो. We do that. And recently I got from Haryana government कि हमारे 2 डॉक्टरों को आप कैटरैक्ट की सर्जरी सिखा दो. So we are happy to do that. And if it comes from an organization like your society, you make different colleges which have got that development, that sort of facilities. They can plan 1 day, 2 day, 3 day programs, and we can also do it on holidays, the weekend. And because competence building is a lifelong sort of commitment of a teacher, So whether it is competence of our students, whether it is competence of the field vets, that's our duty, and we are ready to chip into that. And when building about competence and the education, what comes to our mind is also the regulation of the veterinary education. The Veterinary Council of India, which regulates the veterinary education, that dwelt upon the veterinary education regulations in 2023. I was assigned that responsibility, and we did good job. And I will like to highlight that when it was circulated, Dr. Nagpal told me that यार ये क्या कर दिया इसमें 106 पोजीशन 80 सीट के लिए, मैंने तो नहीं किया. तो ऐसा लगा कि जो whatever was circulated, that was totally changed, उसमें mutation हो चुका था. What we had submitted after elaborate discussions in our university with others, with the scientific societies, and what was circulated later on to all the universities, that was totally changed. But now we are luckily the election to the Veterinary Council are coming. Please contest the election and select the best people who are competent, who don't have any other motive behind their minds, who are there to serve the profession. Please don't be oblivious to this requirement of our profession, that we have to have very good people in the Veterinary Council of India who are able to give a direction to this country's veterinary education. So with that, thank you again, and I wish this convention a great success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your informative and encouraging words. As we draw to the culmination of this enlightening inaugural session,
मौसम की मिजाज बदल रहे हैं बात, इसलिए डॉक्टर
जी फिर वो उन्हीं को बुला रहे हैं. Okay. I invite Dr. Mohi for a vote of thanks. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, indeed every endeavor finds its true fulfillment with the grace and blessings of Allah, the patron of all endeavors. Honorable Dr. Inderjeet Singh Ji, Vice Chancellor Gadavasu, Chief Guest of today's function, Honorable Professor Nazir Ahmed Canine, sir, our own beloved Vice Chancellor, revered directors, registrar and officers of SKUAST-K, esteemed President and executive members of ISACP, distinguished delegates, esteemed guests, my dear teachers and mentors, dear friends, Assalamu alaikum and warm greetings to you all. It's with great pleasure and immense gratitude that I stand before you today as the Organizing Secretary of ISACP 2024 to extend my heartfelt thanks to all those who have contributed to the success of this function. On behalf of the Organizing Committee, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our Chief Guest, Dr. Inderjeet Singh, whose presence here today has added immense value and prestige to our event. Sir, your inspiring words and invaluable insights have set the tone for what promises to be an enriching and enlightening conference. I express my sincere appreciation and gratitude to Professor Nazir Ahmed Ganai, sir, whose patronage, support, expertise and efforts have been instrumental in making this conference a resounding success. Sir, your exemplary leadership, your unwavering commitment to excellence and dedication to fostering a supportive environment have made a profound impact on all of us within the institute. Sir, with your able guidance, SKUAST-K has flourished, becoming not just a center for learning, but a community where ideas thrive and individuals are empowered to reach their fullest potential. Your vision has inspired us to push boundaries, challenge ourselves, and strive for greatness in all that we do. My sincere thanks to Director Extension Education and Director Research for their support and encouragement for organizing this conference. I would also like to thank all the distinguished delegates and participants who have traveled from far and wide to join us here today. Your active participation and engagement are what will make this conference truly meaningful and impactful. A special word of thanks and appreciation to Dr. A.K. Srivastava, Secretary General of ISACP, who despite being unwell, showed his unparalleled commitment and dedication in attending this conference. Although he could not make it to this venue, we sincerely salute his dedication and commitment, and we wish him a speedy recovery.
Sincere gratitude to Professor Anil Ahuja sir, who kept me on toes from the last 2 years for successful organization of ISACP 2024. I thank him for providing us an opportunity to host this conference at our beautiful institute. A special word of thanks is also due to our sponsors, without whose generous support this event would not have been possible. Your belief in our vision and commitment to advancing knowledge in the field of companion animal practice is deeply appreciated. I would be remiss if I do not acknowledge the tireless efforts of the organizing committee. Just to name a few: Masood sir, Azmat sir, Hai sir, Hilal Musaddiq sir, Pampori sir, Altaf sir, Javed sir, Islamuddin sir, Dr. Sabia, Dr. Shahnaz, and all their technical committee members and all their staff and support personnel who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes and contributed their time, expertise and resources to ensure the smooth execution of this event. Your dedication and hard work have been instrumental in bringing this conference to fruition. I would be failing in my duty if I do not acknowledge the unwavering support and guidance of Professor M.D. Bande, Dean FESC and AH, in making this conference a reality. Sir, your steadfast support have been nothing short of a blessing, and I am truly grateful to you for supporting me in all the possible manner to organize this event smoothly. My deepest sense of appreciation and gratitude to Dr. Maliha Gulzar, who has meticulously and sincerely helped me in making this conference the light of the day. Special thanks to media fraternity of Doordarshan Kendra Srinagar and to my own IT committee for capturing the essence of our message and conveying it to a wider audience. Last but not the least, I would once again like to thank each and every one of you for your valuable presence, participation and enthusiasm. Together we have laid the foundation for an inspiring and impactful conference that I am confident will lead to meaningful collaborations and advancements in the field of companion animal medicine. Amidst the serene surroundings of Kashmir, we are confident that your contributions will enrich our conference and leave an indelible mark on our collective journey towards progress and prosperity. May our interactions be guided with the principles of compassion, understanding and goodwill. May Allah bless our gathering and grant us the wisdom to benefit from each other's presence. May He shower His blessings upon all of us and fill our hearts with peace and tranquility. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. As we reach the conclusion of this remarkable gathering, I request everyone to join us for lunch.